Welcome to Instructional Technology, podcasts and tutorials from the School of Education at High Point University. In this episode, we will be learning all about Google Drive. Let's get started. The first thing that we want to do is to go to our browser and type in drive.google.com. Drive.google.com will take you to an account login page. If you have a Google account, you can go ahead and sign in right here. Your Google account is the same account you use to perhaps create a Google site. It does not have to be a Gmail account. It could be one that you created with your normal or regular email address. Now, before we actually sign in, I just also want to point out that you can learn more about Google Drive by clicking here on Learn More. And this will take you to a page where you can kind of get a brief overview about Google Drive and how it works. Some of the highlights, what all it works on. It works equally well on PC and Mac. It also works with Chrome. If you have a Chromebook, it'll work on your iPhone, your iPad, even Android devices. So you can scroll through this, kind of read about everything, and get a little bit of a feel for Google Drive before you dive in. Notice that you get 5 gigabytes of storage for free, and you can upgrade to 25 gigabytes for less than $250 a month. It's actually $249 per month. Okay, so I've perused this, and I'm ready now to go to Google Drive. And it wants me to log in. So I'm going to log in. I happen to have a Google account, a Gmail account. And at this point, you go into My Google Drive. So you can see a couple of things that I have on my Google Drive at this point in time. I actually just deleted a whole bunch of stuff and cleaned it up as we get ready to start the next semester. So one of the things that you can do when you are here is that you can upload files. So when you click right here on Upload, you can actually upload a file that is located on your computer somewhere. So you can just go to wherever this file is, click on it, and choose Open, and the file will upload. And then you see that it appears right here. Now, once I have uploaded the file, and this could be a large video file, it could be any file that you need to turn in or that you want to be able to access in multiple places. The next thing you're going to probably want to do is to be able to share it with other people. So if you click on the little box next to the file, you will get this little pseudo person up here with a plus, and that's the share button. So if I click on that, it brings up sharing settings, and it has a link to share, only accessible by collaborators, and it says who has access. Well, right now my file is private. Only the people listed below can access it. I'm going to change this, and this is what students would want to do if they're going to submit a file to you. They want to change it to either make it public on the web or anyone with the link. Public on the web, of course, means everybody can access it. Anyone with the link means you have to have the link in order to be able to get to it. So anyone with the link is a great option for files that are about classroom observations. So no one can see this file unless they are provided with the link. And that makes it secure and yet not totally private wherever you have to add somebody to your Google Drive account, because that could really get kind of hairy. So I'm going to choose anyone with the link, and they can view it. Okay, anyone, no signing required, can view. And that's exactly what we want. We don't want can edit, we don't want can comment, we want can view. But of course you could change this to comment or edit depending upon what your needs might be. But for the most part it's going to be can view. And we're going to save this. So now in order to be able to share this file with another person, like if your student wanted to share a file with you, all they're going to have to do is copy this link and then paste it in an email to you, and you'll be able to see that file. So that's a very easy process. Upload the file, share the file, email the link, or submit the link to something like Edmodo. To get a little bit more sophisticated with Google Drive, you can actually download the Google Drive component, I call it a little app, to your computer. This works for Mac, it works for PC. What it actually does is put a folder on your computer called Google Drive. And when you have this folder on here called Google Drive, then what's going to happen is things that are on this folder can be synchronized with things that are up here in the cloud. Okay, and so that's another way to be able to use this. Now there is one little tricky part about synchronizing things using this Google Drive. Of course, the files have to be in the Google Drive here in order to be synchronized up here. The other part is you have to set the settings up so that they will actually synchronize. But more importantly, you have to give it time to synchronize. So if you have a huge video file, it's going to take it a while to synchronize between the part that's on your computer and the part that's out in the cloud. And that's the one thing that sometimes students will forget. They'll just log in, say, I logged in, there it is, it should be up there, I'm good to go. And really it was going to take about 10 minutes for that file to synchronize because it was a large file. So that's the one thing to remember. The easiest way to get familiar with Google Drive is to just kind of play around with it. So my advice is to start with creating your Google Drive, uploading files directly, that way you have complete control of what's being uploaded, and then sharing those files so you can get the hang of it. Whenever you have mastered that, then you can download the Google Drive component and start synchronizing. And we'll actually cover that in an additional tutorial. So remember, if you have a question, don't forget to ask.